Hi, everybody. It's Karma. Welcome to episode 27 of My Life Stories. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. Let's call this a public service announcement of sorts. Today's story that I will be reading will be my own. Please listen to it as it contains a warning regarding what I have found out is a common scam. This is a longer video, but please stay until the end for the names of the viewers that won the mask giveaway. Today's video has been sponsored by Pop's Trading Post. A link to Pop's Trading Post has been listed below. The name of today's video is Take Another Little Piece of My Heart, or The Lonely Hearts Card Scam. It's been an ordeal for everyone getting through this coronavirus quarantine. Self-isolation can lead to too many hours of boredom with nothing to do. Like a lot of other people, I found myself on Facebook and decided to accept any and all invitations for friends. This has been a mixed blessing for me. I've come into contact with some really awesome people who have been funny, kind, supportive, and have really made an impact in my life. Unfortunately, there has also been another side to this coin. I did receive a rather unfortunate picture from someone I had never met before that I can never unsee, and I immediately blocked him. I also friended 4 different men that I would like to focus on in this story, as it seems they all came into my life at approximately the same time. The first claimed he was a doctor. I will refer to him as SH. He requested that instead of Messenger, that we chat through the Hangout app for better security. As it turns out, all, except for the last one, BJ, requested that we go to this Hangout app to chat. SH has a Facebook account with scant information in it and just a few pictures. His Facebook account says he's a widower from San Clemente, California, and that he currently lives in Erbil, Iraq. Facebook shows a profile picture of him and then a picture of him and one of him and a friend. There is no mention of any children. During our conversations, he sent me a total of 5 pictures of himself and one of his father. One picture was of him and his daughter, one of his son in military school, one of him and 2 friends, and 2 of him by himself. He also sent me a picture of his father on his birthday. He told me his wife had died 5 years ago, but it was too painful for him to talk about her, and then he had been selected from the UN to do a tour in Iraq. He says his tour will be over next month. I did send him 3 pictures of myself so he could see what I look like. He asked me for a $100 iTunes card to do research and play games. The second man, SJ, also claimed he was a doctor. His Facebook page showed a picture of a distinguished-looking man in a white tuxedo jacket and had no other information other than he was from San Clemente, California. I am unable to access his Facebook page now whenever I search for it, but his picture does pop up on my friends list. He said he had a 16-year-old daughter named Jennifer. He said he was stationed in Yemen and asked me if I had ever had any military friends. I said I did not. He said he had been divorced for 14 years because he had caught his wife in bed with one of his friends. She packed up and left him and their daughter and said she was not going to be her mother anymore. He said he was supposed to go home already, but that the coronavirus had complicated everything. He just wanted to go home and be with his daughter. Both doctors said they were unable to access any funds while they were on base. SJ requested an Amazon gift card for research and internet, saying they, the military, were going to turn the internet off for a month. The third man, RR, claimed he was an underground electric lineman. He said he was a single father working in Greece. He had a 15-year-old daughter and that he had lost his eldest child. He did not waste any time and immediately asked for a Google Play card. He did not request an amount, and after approximately 2 weeks of conversation, he was like a dog with a bone in his requests. He made repeated attempts to call me via audio and Hangouts. I never answered any of his calls. He kept calling and texting, asking for the Google Play card every day until I got tired and blocked him. The fourth man, BJ, said he is an electrical engineer in an oil rig. He had more of a Facebook page. He has a nice profile picture of himself. We share 4 mutual friends. All are women, but he is following several more women. Most of his Facebook is devoted to games such as what spirit animal are you and what would your deceased loved one want to say to you. He also said that he was a widower and he waited 2 weeks before asking for a Google Play card, even though he said he would take vacation off the oil rig every 3 months and was getting ready to spend time with his son, who was in missionary school in June. I friended him because his name sounded familiar to me. He had liked a photo of myself and my beloved mother-in-law where I had written a tribute to her. He asked for my phone number to text rather than message me, and I gave it to him. Remember, this was fairly early on. Since then, my son has explained to me that if I were to accept a phone call from any of these people, they would be able to clone my phone and create a cloned SIM card. They could then use this information to use my data anywhere in the world. As a result, we will now have to keep a close eye on our data usage and charges. Out of all these friends, I had the most contact with the 2 doctors. They were both charming and respectful, as I maintained from the beginning that I was a married woman and not interested in anything other than friendship. All the men said I was beautiful, adorable, and special. And I am, but that's not the point. SH professed he was in love with me after about a week. Apparently, after 5 years, he was finally ready for love again because he met me. CJ, on the other hand, was more gradual in his approach. He said he wanted to find someone just like me to marry. I have to say, I honestly enjoyed the correspondence with both of them. I did send them pictures of myself and have been informed that this is the way that catfishers are able to perpetrate their ruses. They go into different Facebook pages and steal pictures or request pictures from their victims to set up bogus Facebook pages to lure in even more victims. From the beginning, I had a problem with both the doctors' English. Doctors are educated people, but their English and their text sounded rather foreign or old-fashioned. SH alluded to the fact that he was born and raised in Turkey for 18 years and then came to the U.S. to learn English and go to school here. He has been careful to never say the name of any school he went to. CJ would not elaborate any more than to say he did not aspire to become a doctor, but that is what wound up happening and would not specify any more than that. Both always lamented that they miss and want to be with their children. SH says that Iraq is always sunny and that sometimes work with patients is hard. CJ said that there was an attack by troops a few days ago and he had several new patients he had to attend to. He said this was very hard for him and on him. I can see how someone who is lonely, maybe widowed, maybe has gone through a breakup and is isolated, can be taken in by people like this. They're very solicitous, contact you constantly, flatter you, and give you their full attention. It is like having a worldwide pen pal until you have to take those rose-colored glasses off and face the ugly reality. The truth of the matter is that these people are unscrupulous sharks, and this is a numbers game. For example, if they contact 100 people, and by people I mean men or women, to request either a Google Play card, an iTunes card, or an Amazon gift card for $100 and have a success rate of only 10%, then they still make a grand total of $1,000 for their troubles. Again, this scam can be perpetrated on either men or women. The scammers love to get these cards so that they can turn around and sell them online for 70 to 80% of their value for cash. And that is if they don't outright request cash instead. As a matter of fact, Yomi Kazim with Google.com wrote an article about how the FBI recently closed down an email scam ring that had generated $1 billion in global fraud. The link for this article will be included below. According to this article, most of these scams were romance scams. Fraudsters have gone as far as impersonating U.S. soldiers and then seeking lovers on social media, particularly Facebook. Victims who fall for imposters are asked to make repeated and ever-escalating payments. Ever since this journey began for me, I have received an avalanche of friend requests from men whose names I cannot even read or pronounce. Some try to audio message me right away, but I ignore them and then I block them. I truly wish that my doctor friends were real, but evidence suggests otherwise. They were really good at manipulating my feelings and giving me enough information so that at times I felt like their stories could be true. Although this was a good learning experience for me, I would not wish for someone else to be taken in by this kind of scam. Good for those of you that have accepted friend requests from me and messaged me to make sure I was real. Beware of friends that are overseas in the military that cannot access any of their funds at all. As far as I know, the military pays their personnel and they provide internet service so that personnel can stay in contact with their families. They may restrict the internet for security reasons, but not completely shut it down. And even if personnel cannot access funds for any reason, the military will take care of them and provide food and medical assistance. Plus, military members can request an allotment out of their pay to have some spending money every month. Parts of the story have been difficult and embarrassing for me to write down, and I honestly had never experienced anything like this before. I have also learned that there are people that I know who have been taken in by these scammers, and when they sent them the cards or cash that they requested, this only escalated to more frequent requests for even more money. I hope that this acts as a warning to all my viewers. Not everyone out in the world is as kind and honorable as we would like for them to be. These people took my innocent belief in people and tore a big piece of my heart out. Please, be careful if you encounter them. Let me know if you've encountered these types of scammers or if you've been a victim of this kind of fraud. Part of the reason I started this channel was to educate others and to let them know that they are not alone in what they are going through. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to demonstrate that. I would appreciate a like and comment in the comment section. And if you would like your story read on my channel, please submit your story to karma@karmageddon.com or post to u/Karmageddon on Reddit. All stories will be read anonymously with either initials, descriptions, or pseudonames only. Thank you again, Pops Trading Post, for sponsoring this video. If you would like to place an order through Pops Trading Post, please use discount code Karmageddon, all caps, for a 20% discount at checkout. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share this video with anyone and subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications regarding any of my new videos that come out. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And thank you to all my subscribers. Your support really means the world to me. And now, as promised, the winners of the masks are Super Rice Boy and CNF Towing. Please send me an email with your color preference and the address you would like your mask sent to. And that's my video for today. Please remember, do something nice today. Help me change the world.
It's not their turn, it's my turn to shine. Like the rays of the sunlight reaching out my arms.
Catch you all next Tuesday. Have yourself a good day and a good night. And I will see you later.